Tributes are still pouring in for Prince of Darkness, the Prince of Darkness. Black Sabbath lead singer Ozzy Osbourne, as you probably know by now, died Tuesday during his decades-spanning career. Osbourne sold over 100 million records. To help us remember the heavy metal legend, we are joined by Phil Soussan. He is a bassist, songwriter, producer, and former band member of Ozzy Osbourne. I'm so sorry for your loss, sir. We thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
Thank you very much. Well, it's a sad and pensive and monumental period, like yesterday and today. It's definitely a lot of thought, a lot of memories, a lot of thinking about Ozzy and the times that we spent together and his impact on music and on the world.
Have you gotten a chance to speak with his family?
No, not as yet. It's actually been overwhelming. Lots and lots of us have been speaking to various people in press and music community, as well as former bandmates and fellow alumni from the band. So, we're all kind of reeling a little bit from it.
Yeah. As we take a look back, and we're looking at pictures right now from many, many years ago of Ozzy Osbourne when he was sort of getting his start and coming on the scene as this heavy metal artist. Tell us about what it was like working with him and what you want people to remember about him.
Well, behind the facade of the Prince of Darkness, sometimes he would call himself the Prince of Darkness, there was a great deal of humor. I mean, everything was about humor, about being tongue-in-cheek, practical jokes. There was always a very light-hearted, fun element behind it. I think people got a little glimpse of that when he started with his reality show. But that's really what he was like. It was like to work with. So there was this on-stage presence, in front of the camera presence, and then there was the real Ozzy.
When you think about some of his health struggles there toward the end and being able to see that he was able to perform not that long ago, what do you think he would want his legacy to be? Obviously, he had an appreciation and love for his fans, just evidenced by that last performance.
I've always said that Ozzy was somebody who had serious challenges himself, professional challenges, and he managed to parlay those into a drive that created success. I think that's an inspirational thing for other people to look at. Whenever people think, I don't know if I have the courage to do something, remember that a lot of the time the courage to do something comes from people's challenges. And maybe that would be part of his legacy. I mean, I would see his legacy as being, he would always say almost lightheartedly, when your number's up, your number's up, meaning to say there was a sort of destiny to your life, but you have to leave something behind. I think as human beings, we all want to leave some kind of legacy behind because we all have a certain amount of ego. And I think maybe the best way to leave a legacy is to make a difference in someone else's life.
Well, he definitely made a difference, and to have that second round, if you will, in terms of being introduced to a younger generation through the MTV show was really remarkable.
Yeah. We had there was maybe three steps to his career. One of them was the underground heavy metal artist, and then there was this pivotal moment where, and that was when I was involved with Ozzy, where I wrote a song called "Shot in the Dark," and that really kind of changed things. All of a sudden, the song was on MTV, and he went into his next stage, which was a household name.
Yeah, and he will forever be that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and he had his show and everything else. So these were the different phases of a very, very successful, incredible career.
Absolutely. Phil Soussan, we thank you for joining us. Take care.